through the hallway, newspapers sliding onto the ground. Someone waters plants across the balcony, tiny echoes carrying around. You tie your hair up absent-mindedly while the radio plays too low to hear. Still, somehow the room feels brighter just because you're here. Open windows, light moving in, little pieces of the world starting up again, and everything feels lighter than it did before. Open windows, nothing heavy anymore. Green traffic lights reflecting on the rain, shoes squeaking softly by the store. You start tapping rhythms on the countertop without noticing anymore. No dramatic changes overnight, no sudden answers falling down. Only small, steady moments turning the day around. Open windows, fresh air rolling through every quiet corner, filling up with you. Maybe that's the secret. Most people hurry past. Open window, let the feeling last. Curtains moving slow, soft city glow, nothing left to chase, nowhere else to go. Morning light across the floor, coffee waiting by the door. Nothing loud, nothing new, just another day to move through. Cars below are passing slow, clouds are drifting over homes. Someone laughs outside the street, then disappears beyond the trees, and the room feels warm again, like the city's breathing in. Little moments passing by, soft like dust in afternoon light. Open window, let the quiet air come in. Open window, let another day begin. Nothing heavy on my mind, just these ordinary skies. Open window, stay here for a little while. Old train shaking somewhere far, sunlight resting on the wall. I can hear the kettle sing, tiny echoes through the kitchen. People walking two by two, buses painted silver blue. Everything feels slow today, in the most familiar way, and the room feels city settling in, tiny pieces of a day, floating softly through the space. Open window, let the quiet air come in. Open window, let another day begin. Nothing heavy on my mind, just these ordinary skies. Open window, stay here for a little while. Maybe peace is something small, morning shadows on the floor. Maybe all I really need is this calm surrounding me. Open window, soft wind moving through the room. Open window, afternoon arriving soon. Nothing special, nothing grand, just this coffee in my hands. Open window, let the city drift inside. Pull the curtains halfway to the side. Dust turns slow inside the afternoon. Someone's dog keeps barking down the block, while your favorite record fills the room. You read the weather off your cracked old phone, like it somehow matters to the day. Then start laughing at a typo in a text, and all the tension melts away. Nothing trying to steal the scene, everything's sitting naturally. Life keeps passing by in gold, tiny moments we don't always hold, but somehow they stay with us long after the light gets low. And maybe that's enough sometimes. Steady heart, an easy ride, no need to chase a bigger feeling when this already feels alive. Neighbors talking through an open screen, shopping bags swinging at their side. Someone whistles half a melody as bicycles roll quietly by. You rest your head against the window frame, sunlight warming up your sleeve. And for a while the world stops asking who we're supposed to be. Passing by in gold, turning simple days into something close. Like every ordinary second knows more than we know. And maybe peace is smaller than all the giant dreams we plan. Maybe it's just finding someone who slows the noise inside your head. dazzling, still enough to bloom.
I don't always say it right. Sometimes I just close my eyes, trying to find the better side, but it's hard to show. Got a past I can't erase, little cracks I try to hide, but you see me anyway, even when I fall. I don't need to be perfect, just need you to stay. Take me as I am tonight, all my wrongs and all my rights. I don't got no alibi, just an open heart. If you're here to hold the line, I'll be yours and you'll be mine. I won't try to change my life if you love me as I am. Every scar, every doubt, every word I left out. You don't turn away now, you just pull me close. I don't need to be perfect, just need you to stay. Take me as I am tonight, all my wrongs and all my rights. I don't got no alibi, just an open heart. If you're here to hold the line, I'll be yours and you'll be mine. I won't try to change my life if you love me as I am. No more hiding in the dark. If you're here, I'll play my part. Take me as I
The streetlight flickers on the passenger side. You trace little shapes in the fog on the glass. Nothing heavy hanging in the air tonight, just the radio humming soft in the back. You laugh when the signal turns yellow too long. Tap your fingers out of time on your knees. Funny how the smallest parts of a day can settle every noise inside me. No fireworks, no big scene, just your voice keeping time with the breeze. We can let the whole world wait a while, lean back, easy, drive another mile. Every little moment falls in place like sunlight warming up a quiet room. And I don't need much more tonight, just this steady rhythm rolling by. If tomorrow changes everything we've got right now, moving slow and bright, moving slow and bright. Coffee shop chairs stacked up by the door, sidewalk shining after afternoon rain. You start singing half the words to a song, still somehow you land every phrase. Nothing here is trying too hard. No dramatic lines to memorize. Only small, honest pieces of light turning gold under ordinary skies. We can let the whole world wait a while. Lean back, easy, drive another mile. Every little moment falls in place like sunlight, warming up the quiet room. And I don't need much more tonight, just this steady rhythm rolling by. Tomorrow changes everything we've got right now, moving slow and bright, moving slow and bright. Windows down slowly, night air drifting through, no rush getting anywhere as long as I'm here with you. Bus doors folding in 9:15. Someone's skateboard rattles over the curb. Tiny paper cup warming up both my hands, while the city slowly finds every word. You send a photo of a crooked street sign, saying thought this looked a little like you. Funny how a day can soften around you without even trying to. Nothing perfect, nothing staged, still somehow it brightens everything. You bring color into quiet places, turn slow mornings into something new. Little sparks inside the everyday rush, like paper cups, sunlight breaking through. And every second feels easier now, not because the world got small somehow, just because your voice cuts through the noise like a window open in the room. Laundry spinning somewhere down the hall, neighbors dragging chairs across the floor. A melody escaping from your headphones while you dance halfway across the kitchen door. No giant promises floating around, no movie scene, words in pouring rain. Only tiny pieces of affection showing up again and again. Into quiet places, turn slow mornings into something new. Little sparks inside the everyday rush, like paper cups, sunlight breaking through. And every second feels easier now, not because the world got small somehow, just because your voice cuts through the noise like a window open in the room. Like a window open in the room. Looks more like this. Half-finished talks and accidental smiles. Not a thunderstorm across the sky, just warmth that stays a while. You bring color into quiet places, turn long weekdays into softer views. Even when the traffic lights stand still, everything keeps moving next to you. Paper cups on, cooling in my hand, still warm enough to carry home again. To carry home again. To carry home.
reflecting silver beams. Someone speaking on the phone, footsteps fading as they go. I keep staring at the sign, waiting for the change tonight. Every little city sound feels softer after sundown. Crosswalk light, blue and white, shining through the quiet night. Crosswalk light, hold me for one more minute, nothing more. Bus stop glowing down the road, smoke dissolving in the cold, neon flickers on the glass, tiny moments drifting past. I can hear the train nearby, running underneath the sky. Everything keeps moving on, even when the night feels long. Every passing shadow fades into unfamiliar shapes. Crosswalk light, blue and white, shining through the quiet night. Crosswalk light, slowly changing like the feelings in my mind. Maybe every passing street keeps a memory underneath, tiny fragments of a day gone before they fully stay. Crosswalk light, blue and white, soft reflections in my eyes. Crosswalk light, late tonight, let me stay here for a while.
You say my name like it's still yours, like we're the same as before. But something changed in the way you move, I see it clearer than I used to. Late nights you're calling again, like we can't just pretend. But I don't feel what I felt back then, I think you know it too. You keep pulling me close, but I already know if you're doing this for me. You don't gotta try so hard, if it's love, let it be. Don't keep breaking what we are, I don't need your apology. Don't say it just to play your part, if you're doing this for me, baby. Love yourself instead of us. No blame, no looking behind, I'm good just taking my time. You had your chance, I had mine, now we're just out of line. You talk like nothing went wrong, but I've been moving on. I learned to stand on my own, I don't need you to hold on. You keep pulling me close, but I already know if you're doing this for me. You don't gotta try so hard, if it's love, let it be. Don't keep breaking what we are, I don't need your apology. Don't say it just to play your part, if you're doing this for me, baby. Love yourself instead of us. My hate is just the truth, I got better things to do than keep going back to you. Doing this for me. You don't gotta try so hard, if it's love, let it be. Don't keep breaking what we are, I don't need your apology. Don't say it just to play your part, if you're doing this for me, baby.
yourself instead of us.
Taxi rolling slowly past the park, windows glowing amber in the rain. You spin a coin across the countertop, like you've got nowhere else to be again. Someone's playing rhythm with their keys, waiting for the crosswalk light to change. Somehow all the scattered little sounds start falling into place. No perfect plan ahead tonight, still everything feels right. Every little turn we take leads to another thing to love. Different streets, familiar faces, open sky above. And maybe all we really need, time enough to look around, 'cause every little turn we take keeps pulling good things out. Your shoelaces dragging on the floor, half a smile hiding when you speak. You keep dancing badly to the store radio, like nobody's watching from the street. The evening moves in no sharp corners anywhere, just enough momentum in the air to carry off the weight we wear. Every little turn we take leads to another lighted room, tiny conversations drifting like a favorite tune. And maybe nothing has to change for this to already mean enough. Every little turn we take keeps waking something up. Not every moment asks for fireworks. Not every memory needs a name. Some things only matter quietly, still we carry them the same. Every little turn we take feels brighter than the one before, like the whole world slowly opening another hidden door. And when the night keeps moving on, I hope this feeling never stops. Every little turn we take turns into a softer thought. Streetlight sliding by, easy as a song. No destination needed, as long as we move along. Say it loud, but I can feel it in the way you never let me drift too far. Even on the days I'm barely breathing, you remind me gently who we are. It's not fireworks or a perfect scene, it's the quiet way you stay with me. That's what love is. Holding on when it's hard to give, every little moment you don't miss. Yeah, that's what love is. Not a promise you just say out loud, it's the way you show up here and now. When the world gets heavy, you don't quit. Yeah, that's what love is.
facts I try to hide away, but you don't ever turn your eyes. You don't need to fix me or to save me. You just stand with me through every night. It's not perfect, but it's real enough. In your arms I learned what trust is. That's what love is. Holding on when it's hard to get. Every little moment you don't miss. Yeah, that's what love is. No need for words when you're right here. Everything is loud and clear. This is all we ever get. I choose this over again.
I've been running through the noise, trying to find a better way. Every road just led me back to the moment that you stayed. You don't promise perfect days, you just meet me where I fall. And somehow in your arms I don't feel lost at all. I don't need to understand. All I know is where I stand. When I'm with you, I feel holy, like the weight just disappears. Every broken part is slowly turning into something clear. I don't need the world to hold me. You're the answer when I'm low. If there's heaven in the lonely, then I found it in your soul. I was chasing everything that I thought would set me free, but the truth was always here in the way you look at me. No more fighting what I feel, no more trying to control. You don't fix me, you just stay, and that's what makes me whole. I
You leave your jacket hanging on my chair, like you already know you'll still be here. The kettle clicks somewhere behind the wall, tiny sounds getting clearer in the quiet. Cars keep drifting underneath the window, headlights sliding slowly through the blinds. And we keep talking without aiming anywhere, letting thoughts arrive in their own time. Nothing trying to impress, nothing needing more or less. Stay until the light changes, until the shadows lose their shape. We don't have to name this feeling to know we should keep it safe. And all the small unfinished moments start fitting together somehow. Stay until the light changes. Don't rush leaving now. Fingerprints fade from the cold glass cup. Morning air settles into the room. Someone downstairs starts a washing machine, soft spinning rhythm underneath the moon. You lean back laughing at a story. Halfway through you forget how it ends. Still I think I could listen forever to the way your voice bends. Stay until the light changes, until the city starts to wake. Nothing here is loud or dazzling, still it's more than I can fake. And every passing second lingers like a song played softly out of frame. Stay until the light changes, till the sky turns pale again. Maybe comfort looks like this, not dramatic, not profound, just finding someone who can quiet all the noise spinning around. Stay until the light changes, until the curtains catch the gold. Even if the morning takes us somewhere we can't really hold. For now the room is warm enough and the world can wait outside. Stay until the light changes. Stay here one more while. Turn silver blue, morning coming through. Still neither one of us moves to tie our shoes. Your handwriting leans a little to the right, across the receipt left beside the sink. Outside the buses sigh against the curb, like the city's pausing just to think. The neighbor upstairs drops something again. He laughed before the sound even lands. Morning sunlight catches dust in the air, turning small things gold by accident. Nothing extraordinary here. Still I wish this part would stay. In the corners of the day, little pieces fall into place. Half-heard songs and passing glances, soft light resting on your face. stretches like it doesn't want to leave. In the corners of the day, life feels easier to keep. You spin a pen between your fingertips, reading headlines you'll forget by noon. The kettle hums a low familiar note, somewhere near the edge of the room. No giant speeches waiting in the wings, no sudden storms across the sky, just steady warmth moving gently through everything we pass by. In the corners of the day, tiny moments gather weight, like they know we'll need them later. When the weeks start moving fast, and every ordinary heartbeat finds a softer way to land. In the corners of the day, I finally understand. Maybe peace arrives quietly, without announcing where it's been. Not a flash across the ceiling, just a calm slowly settling. In the corners of the day, there's a rhythm underneath, holding up the smallest moments most people never see. And I hope when this all changes, something simple still remains, like sunlight sitting patiently in the corners of the day. Nothing loud remains, only warmth and space, still enough to carry through another day. Water shining on the road, silver colors drifting slow, taxi lights and neon signs blur together in the night. Hands inside my jacket pockets, cold when moving through the trees. Every step along the sidewalk echoes softly underneath. Somewhere music spills outside, from the bar still open late. Smoke dissolves into the air as the whole street starts to fade. Everything feels softer now, after rain falls on the city. Streetlight after rain, golden reflections wave. Every little passing moment feels harder to explain. Streetlight after rain, midnight glowing haze. For a second all the city looks beautiful again.
the wet trees, blue light flickers on the glass. Tiny pieces of the evening disappear before they last. Streetlight after rain, soft electric haze. Outside all the buildings shimmer under fading rain. Streetlight after rain, more lights far away. For a little while tonight, the city feels awake.
Chairs pushed in after everyone leaves. Last train humming under fading rain. A quiet kind of stillness fills the room, like the day exhaling one last time again. You stack the cups beside the kitchen sink. Window cracked to let the cool air through. Neither one of us says very much. Still everything feels true. Maybe all we really keep are small lights along the way. Tiny moments glowing softly long after they should fade. And if the world keeps moving fast, at least we learn how to slow down. Finding warmth inside the ordinary every time we look around. Street signs flicker gold against the dark. Someone rides a bicycle downhill. Your reflection drifts across the glass, soft enough to almost stand still. Giant ending waiting for the night. No final line tying everything up. Only calm settling into the silence. Like that was always enough.